Hey, yo, thanks for tuning to Acquired Taste Media. You know who it is, SOE Cash Cow. And you know what I'm here to do. Talk a little bit of shit. Got my, let me see. What the name of this show is called.
Yes, ma'am. How you doing today?
I'm blessed. And you, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Let me get a rib and wing combo.
Sauce on everything?
Sauce on everything, baby.
Sauce on everything, baby. You hear me? So, today, sauce on everything. We'll talk about a few different things. I guess we'll start with the Joe Budden podcast and something that Ish had said about his male friends versus his female friends. So let's check him out, see what he's talking about.
Homegirl if her man is cheating. And Melissa got mad.
Turn this down a little bit.
I'm telling my man if his wife is cheating. I'm not telling my homegirl.
Why my shit's choppy?
Girl, if her man is cheating. That's what I said. I'm consistent.
That's fuck. Up.
Bro code, not people code. I've told
See if I can get this to play a little bit better, because I don't like that choppy shit.
I'm not telling my homegirl if her man is cheating. And Melissa.
See, let me close up some shit. Because my shit should not be running this choppy. No, Instagram.
Man, I'm saying if his wife cheating, tell him home girl from his cheating. That's consistent.
I don't think so cheap right now. Basically saying that, well, he said it. He'll tell his dude if his wife female, he will not tell his female friend if her husband is cheating on her. I don't know why you only tell. Why you're so excited? Like, in my opinion, it's like you didn't tell one, shouldn't tell either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it, but it is what it is. Let's take it. Hello. Anyways, so yeah, he was saying that that he would tell his dude if his wife is cheating. He won't tell his female friend if her husband is cheating. Now, I mean, telling anybody that their significant other is cheating is just gonna be a mess, regardless. I feel whether you tell the man or the woman, it's gonna be a mess because people's feelings is hurt, and depending on the situation, some people won't believe you. Like, you might tell your girl that her husband is cheating, and she might, think that you trying to break them up or some shit. You know what I mean? There's a lot of different, I guess, ways you may be able to look at it when it comes to a female, because we know that shit has happened probably numerous times before, where a nigga has came and said, "Oh, your nigga cheating or whatever. I seen him out with some chick," and the chick's probably like, "Nigga, no, he wasn't. Nigga, you lying," or you know what I'm saying. Then of course when she go home and talk to the nigga, he's gonna lie and be like, "No, I wasn't. What, bitch? No, that nigga lying. That nigga trying to break us up," type shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, the only way I would say that it would probably be a situation where I probably wouldn't touch it would be if they were both my friends. Like, if the female was like a friend of mine and the guy was like a friend of mine, then I come to find out that, he cheating on his wife, which is a friend of mine, then I'll probably be more apt to go to the friend of mine's, not the female, but my friend, and be like, yo, bro, are you cheating on her, nigga? Like, chill out. Like, you know what I'm saying? We all friends, nigga. This ain't cool. Um, you know, I'll probably be more apt to do that than just come out and be like, yo, this nigga cheating on you, girl. Fuck that nigga. Leave that nigga alone. You know what I'm saying? I would try to get my peoples to be more respectful of the relationship, whether it be the man or the woman. Even if it was a chick cheating on the dude, I'd be like, damn, girl, like, that's my nigga. Like, you tripping. Like, what is you doing? Like, I thought everything was good. And if everything ain't good, then leave that nigga alone. Or leave that female alone. Why cheat on somebody? And hurt them. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like with a lot of people who are cheaters are very selfish people, and they definitely don't consider other people's feelings, because if you considered your significant other's feelings, then instead of cheating, you would just, you know, leave the relationship or try to get the relationship to be better. Because we all know sometimes we try to leave the relationship, and then the man or the woman, you know, oh, don't leave it. You know, I'm gonna do better, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that, and you know, and you know, you may stay, but if you're already out here cheating, then you need to just leave. Like, need to go. Like, because in my opinion, you know, and I hate when people always try to, I guess, deflect, or, you know, people say things like, well, why'd they cheat on you? Like, what wasn't you doing? And it's like, oh shit, like, my bad. Like, I thought the cheating part was the wrong part, but me not doing what I'm supposed to do was the wrong part. Okay, my bad. Nah, nigga, like, cheating, a person cheats because they want to cheat. Um, they could say whatever they want to say. Oh, well, I cheated because you didn't make enough money, or because, you know, the sex wasn't good, or because of this, or because of that. Well, you have a choice. You could either cheat, or you could leave and say, hey, you know what? You're not making enough money for me, so I'm gonna be single, or I'm gonna, you know, go ahead and go my separate way, and vice versa. But just to be like, oh, you know, well, why they cheat on you? What you do? It's like, wait a minute, hold the fuck up. Do you even know what? Like, no. When people cheat, and it took me a while. It took me some self-reflecting myself, because, you know, I've had women cheat on me, and then, you know, you get caught up in looking at yourself like, well, shit, what the fuck did I do? Should I did something more? Should I you gave her more money? Should I have worked harder? What did I do wrong? But in the end, unfortunately, it's not you, it's them. And I think when people realize that, then, you know, people can move on and be less traumatized. Because I feel like people definitely be traumatized off of being cheated on, because they feel like it might have been something they did. And maybe to them, to the people who cheat, maybe you did do something to make them want to go out and cheat. But once again, that doesn't make it right. You know what I'm saying? If I did something that hurt your feelings or made you feel some type of way, then I would expect you to come to me and talk to me about it, and we have a discussion, and we move on. Not we go out and cheat on each other. That's not a resolution to anything. So, like I say, in a way, I guess I get what he's saying, but at the same time, I feel like if we're all friends, or if the woman's supposed to be your friend, and you see your friend's husband out cheating on her, then I think you should, be a cool enough friend to say, hey, you know what? I mean, yeah, I guess when you think about it too, it kind of goes into like if you tell your female friend that her husband cheating on her, that's kind of like some woman shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like, I don't even want to be talking like that, because that's some woman shit. Like, one of your girls should have caught that nigga. Like, I'm a man. I don't even want to talk about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I can also say, you know, probably most, you know, the men who are cheaters, or the men who do, you know, sometimes cheat or have cheated before, probably definitely feel like, yo, I ain't saying shit. Like, I know how the game go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done been there before, so, hey, she got to find out on her own. But once again, if you consider this woman a friend, then I would say that you should, you know, do the right thing by her and tell her that her significant other is cheating on Especially if you like, I tell my nigga, like, well, if you tell your nigga, you should tell your female friend as well. But that's just my opinion. Like, if I was in that situation, I don't even know. I think I would tell my female friend, especially if we cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, she talked to me and shit like that. Then I seen her nigga out cheating on her. Then I probably would say something like, "Hey, girl, like, you need to watch that nigga. That nigga be, or whatever." But I would definitely probably tell her, what's going on, and you know what I'm saying, and to be careful, because next thing you know, she being caught some shit. Then what? I mean, once again, it's not my fault she caught some shit, but I'm just saying, if I would have told her that nigga was cheating and she could have left, then maybe she wouldn't have caught some. So, we could go down that rabbit hole, but, like I said, I think that I would probably tell my my friend, my female friend, if somebody was cheating on her. So, this is a your favorite attorney. She does custody stuff on Instagram and stuff, and I seen this. And it was something that I just wanted to post so that, so that we could, so just to show how hard sometimes, men have it when it comes to these kids. So she said, I won my client custody of his son. Awesome. Right? Awesome, right? Oh, my internet. I don't know what. The court ordered him to pay child support. She won custody. Or the man won custody, but after he won custody, he was told that he had to pay child support. I totally don't understand that one. That's wild. I'll have to, and this is in Texas, I believe, in Texas. So yeah, under Texas Family Code 154123, child support isn't always about custody; it's about ensuring the child's best interest. The judge considered all the factors, including the child's needs for parental income, to make this decision. So, I don't think that's fair at all. You think that if you have joint custody, then there shouldn't be any child. I shouldn't pay child support because I have him for however long I have him, 6 months. She has him for 6 months. I have to pay for him for the 6 months I have him. That's for 6 months. She has him. That's what you would think, 50-50 custody would be. And I think in every state it's different. So that's also an issue. Every state is going to be different. But, I would be pissed. Like, and that's one of the reasons why, like, I went down to the, what is it? Children's, like the DH, but you gotta, in Ohio, you gotta go down to like the child's DH and stuff if you want to get custody of your kid. And I went through a lot of the steps. I can tell you exactly what you need to do if you do want to, go to court and get 50-50 of your kid. They definitely put a lot of obstacles in your way. They definitely want to make you jump through 1,000 fucking hoops in order to even get a court date. One of the things that pissed me off once again is something that you got to do because they actually do it. But one of the first things you got to do is prove paternity whenever you go to court for any type of child support. So if you haven't had a blood test and shit done, you got to get that done before you can even file for anything, which is a good thing because then, hey, some niggas out here taking care of kids ain't there. So you do a court, get custody, and they all do a paternity test and make sure that you are the father of the kid. So, but that's one hoop that, it's just like, well, damn, so now I gotta go get a paternity test. You go down there like, yeah, I want to get 50, I want to get joint custody. Yeah, you gotta go get a paternity test with it. Like, it's just like I say. Then after you get the paternity test, then you gotta come back. You gotta fill out a packet full of paperwork. Get all the addresses correct. Your baby mama address, all the addresses correct. Then you gotta pay at least how to pay $150 to file. And then, after you file, you go to court. And once again, just like in Texas, I ain't gonna say just like in Texas, but from the looks of Texas, one thing that I've been told is that the court system favors the mother heavily. So you can go in there with all type of, things against the mother. She doing this, she doing that, she doing this, she doing that, whatever, and still come out shit with no custody at all. Shit, depending on what you got going on, or they're weighing the option between you and her. Like in Ohio, your baby mama got to be damn near homeless, on crack, and on the deathbed for them to just be like, are you gonna give you custody of the kid? Because even if he's homeless, that's not even enough to just give father his kid. You would think it is. If a woman is homeless, living in shelter, then you would think that the best place for the child would be with the father. But some courts don't look at it like that, and they'll be like, shit, as long as the kid is taken care of, yeah, she's homeless, so she'll get back on her feet on type shit. Like, they won't give you your kid. So you just have to be wary of the women that you have kids with. That's first and foremost. And then once again, if you are going to go through the system to try to do the right thing and get your kid and all that good stuff, then just be prepared to jump through some hoops, pay a couple dollars, and then in the end, hopefully, don't end like this guy, getting joint custody of the child, still having to pay child support, because I'm quite sure that's one of the reasons he wanted to get joint custody, is so he would have to continue to pay child support. Like, oh yeah, we get joint custody, but you still pay this money. Like, doesn't make any sense. But it's another reason why it's hard for black men out here to get to that level of success that they want, and to be able to do the things that they would like to do for themselves as well as their families, because motherfuckers got to take care of their kids and child support on top of that. So sure, something like that, the OA might have had a good job making some good money. So but still, I just don't think I don't think that was fair at all. So, but we know our justice because of black people is not fair. So, don't even worry about that. So, single girl, I forget what her name is. Oh, Dr. Banks. She was on Nick Cannon too long ago, and she's been Nick Cannon like 2 or 3 times. She's a very pretty, very smart young lady. She's single, or at least from the past couple episodes. She might have a man now. I don't know. She's been single, and she talks about relationship stuff with Nick, on the Nick Cannon show, as well as I think she's been on the Breakfast Club. She's been on a few different platforms talking about different things. But this is supposedly the best relationship advice you'll ever hear. So let's see what she talks about. Killing me.
Recipe to a long-term successful relationship is to never meet. The only people who to never meet. Because we don't do some things. And there's nobody to say, this is it. This is the non-negotiable. But if I really am in it to be in it forever, like from the beginning, before I meet a man, I'm saying when I commit, I'm just doing this forever. That means I'm signing up and forgiving you before you do any of the bullshit you may come with. And that's challenging, but that's what real commitment is. Commitment is I'm going to do what I said I was going to do, no matter how I feel. That goes back to what.
Sorry about that. But
emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is a nucleus to any healthy relationship. If I'm committing to you and you piss me off, I've committed to stay. So where am I going? Where am I going? Doesn't mean I can't take a break. Doesn't mean I can't take a pivot. I can't go to brunch. I can't meditate. Can I take a weekend of woosah? But that means I'm not leaving you. Because leaving you while you're in your emotion is the pit of abandonment. That's worse than me walking out and returning. I should be able to sit in this with you, upset or not upset, until our emotions do whatever they're going to do and we get back to baseline. Right. Because that is the epitome of deliverance. That's the epitome of commitment. The only recipe to a long-term successful relationship is to never leave.
All right, well, I definitely understand where she's coming from when she's saying what she's saying. What is going on with my studio? I'm not the first with this. I don't like what you're doing. I like what you're doing on my computer. All right. Best advice you'll ever hear. It's some good advice. And I guess nobody nowadays is going into any relationship like that. Now, maybe people are going to their marriage like that, but not into no relationship. Oh no, hell no. No sir, no how. People are going into relationship these days like, nigga, first couple days, if shit ain't vibing, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas that talk to a motherfucker for a weekend and be like, nah, I'm cool. Like niggas that fuck around, women and men, fuck around, kick it with a chick for a week or two, fuck her, or she has sex with the nigga, and nah, nigga, I'm cool. I'm good. Nigga do the same shit. Oh yeah, I got the pussy. I'm cool. Pussy wasn't all that. You know, chick, the dick wasn't all that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nobody's doing that nowadays. Like I say, now marriage, that's different. You know, if you like, yo, I'm gonna marry this woman, and no matter what she do, I'm gonna, stand by her side, and we not gonna break up. That's marriage. That's a commitment, and I think that's why so many people are not getting married these days, because nobody is willing to just go through whatever. I mean, now it's funny because I come across women all the time who've been in relationships, abusive relationships, and been cheated on numerous times and everything, and still stayed in a relationship, 10, 15 years, and then they're like, finally, I guess they're like, yo, either the nigga that just fucked all the way up, or left her, or whatever the case may be, but these women will stick around that long, and then end up, single because, whatever the issue is. I've heard a lot of women talk about men, being cheaters and them just constantly taking men back, which, hey, that's like she said, you be in a relationship, you like, I ain't going nowhere, no matter, what you do. But now with social media, online dating, things of that nature, it's too many options for individuals to just have to settle for anything. You know what I'm saying? They just don't have to settle anymore. So there's no real commitment there. Then I'm going to also say, back in the day, I would say, when I think I'm Gen, I don't know what I am. I'm Gen X or Gen Z, something like that. I was born in '79, and we had the nuclear family, right? And back then, having a family was what you did. You had a family, you had a wife, you had the husband, you had kids, you had a house. The nuclear family. This is building this foundation. And back then, you did have men who were considered Rolling Stones, and they would have a family over here, then have a whole nother family across town. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of both families. You know what I'm saying? But just not being committed to just one woman. But even in that, you didn't hear about women being like, oh, well, he cheating on me, I'm about to go out and cheat on him. You know what I'm saying? It was like the grandma and them, when they found out the truth, shit, she fuck around and went and met the other bitch, and now we all just one big family, because instead of her being like, oh, fuck that bitch, we ain't fuck with that, blah, 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 blah. It's like, well, let me meet this bitch. Let me meet who this bitch is and who these other kids is and all this shit. So the mentality was different back then. Where it's like, I'm gonna meet these people and I'm gonna meet this family. We're gonna all be one big happy family and shit. Now, of course, usually when that happens, you can still be one big happy family, but nigga gonna have to choose. Either nigga gonna choose one or the other, or he ain't gonna choose neither one. But yeah, back in the day, that's how it was. You know what I'm saying? And like you say, the wives, they didn't have a bunch of options. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have the internet. They didn't have Instagram or any of these things. So yeah, they stayed, as well as they ain't had no jobs. You know what I'm saying? They weren't working. You know what I'm saying? Like that. They wasn't, taking care of household. So in a way, they had no choice but to stay, because this man takes care of me and this family. Fast forward to 2025, that shit just ain't happening no more. And I think that mentality going into a relationship is a mentality that very few people have. I think a lot of it comes with not even just, I'm going to stick around and stay. I think a lot of it comes with manipulation, a lot of lies, because I speak to women and they be like, I don't know why I was with that nigga so long. That nigga was dogging me. That nigga doing this. That nigga doing that. Well, you was with him so long because he was manipulating you, and he was, telling you the things that you probably wanted to hear when he would fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Or when he would do something that you didn't like. He said the things that he knew, you would eat up, and he knew that if I say this or if I do this, she gonna forgive me, and this, that, and this, is that, and that. So, women, they stay with these, these men who are, well, I call them males, who are mistreating them, dogging them, things of that nature for years. And I don't think men do that. I don't think men really, we don't be on that shit. Like, I think because, the way that we feel so much, we got so much ego and pride that, a woman on us, I don't think too many niggas is like, all right, well, I'm going to take you. Well, let me take it back. There's a lot of people who get cheated on and stay with the chick. And once again, that's part of the manipulation shit too. Because best believe when some of the shit she's saying is, oh, well, you didn't do this, you wasn't doing this, and you wasn't doing that, so that's why I cheated. And now this nigga over here like, well, shit, damn, she didn't cheat on me, I've been doing all these things. Nah, nigga, she's manipulating you, all right? That's a form of manipulation. That's like fucking reverse psychology. Like, instead of her taking accountability for actually saying, you know what, I cheated, I had a moment of weakness, I'm sorry, it won't happen again, whatever. She come right home and tell you how you ain't shit, and that's why she cheated. Nah, we don't play those games over here. But I know those games get played all day, every day. So, anyways, yeah, going back to this being the best advice ever, maybe back in the day, just, well, not even say maybe back in the day, but definitely back in the day, that was the mentality. But now, nobody is, I don't think, it's not a lot of people willing to go through the thick and the thin with people, with this mentality of money now, all of a sudden, got to make a certain amount of money in order for a woman, for some women to be happy or to feel comfortable. When it's like, why are you counting? What does my pocket have to do with you, feeling comfortable and living right? Yeah, I don't pay for us to go out to dinner and stuff like that, but are you going to ever pay for us to go out to dinner? Are you ever going to do anything to, show me that you appreciate me and the things that I do? A lot of these women don't. A lot of these women just want you to come out and just do shit for them. They feel as though, they look good, they deserve it, and they don't have to do shit. And a lot of them don't have any fucking morals or values. They didn't come from a family where they actually seen, people together in a marriage and stuff like that. A lot of these young ladies, unfortunately, come from single-parent households. Of course, we can talk about the men not being there. But once again, even the women that are there, some of them aren't being good examples of good women. They're not trying to teach their daughters about marriage and about commitment and about how to treat a man and things of that nature. A lot of them are saying, fuck these niggas. Niggas ain't shit. Especially based off of, if they had a good or bad relationship with their baby daddies. So, I think it's a lot that goes into that, but we can save that conversation for another time. But yeah, back then, I don't even think it was back then. I guess in a way, just depending on who you are, type of person you are, and how much you care for the person that you're with, still have that mentality like, I love you so much that, I don't see that. I can't say that though, but I mean, there's probably people out there that are like, I love you so much that, there's nothing that you can do to make me not love you anymore and shit like that. But trust is a bigger love for me. So as soon as, like, I could be in love with you, but as soon as I start feeling like I can't trust you, then that's gonna weigh on love too. Because now you did something where you put you made me start questioning you, and if I can trust you and shit like that, so that's gonna make my love go down. That's not gonna make me love you more. That's just me, just my opinion. So what else? We got another one on Nick Cannon. This is Miss Sarah Fontnot, I think. I don't know. But let's see what she's talking about.
I don't think that every man is meant to be a husband. We have to accept what it is that God puts on our heart. Now, that's not to say we're not meant to connect. Mm-hmm. I absolutely feel like we're put on this planet to connect with different people and create relationships and all of that. But does that mean you're meant to be married to this person? To me, high value is to have more alone time because you have a higher standard, and most people don't want to have standard. They don't want to have accountability. Really and truly, the opportunity is to know that just because you're alone doesn't make you lonely. Just because you're not dating someone doesn't make you less valuable. But then you have to go back to what indoctrination says, where a woman feels like she's more valuable when she's married. A woman feels like she's more valuable when she's a mother. And if you don't have that, it's almost like people weaponize singleness. Oh, what does she know? She's single. What does she know? She ain't no mama. Why she trying to get parental advice? Well, you can parent people without ever birthing a child. We do it every single day. A lot of people are not meant to be wives, mothers. A lot of people are not meant to be husbands or fathers. But we do it anyway because society dupes us from the beginning. Society says, what do you want to be when you grow up? Okay, well, that's great. What is connected to achievement? Whereas who do you want to be when you grow up is connected to fulfillment. How do you get into that bag, you know?
You know, I've actually spoke about that a little bit. But and when I say that, I'm talking about what she said last, which is, I think I said like, why do we ask kids in school what do they want to be when they grow up? And we should ask them what do they want to do when they grow up, right? So it's not about what you want to be, like, because our kids are just gonna say whatever. What do you want to do when you grow up? Like, do you know what do you want to do? Do you want to race cars? Do you want to, you know, these kids, do you want to have a YouTube channel? Do you want to be a plumber? Do you want to be an electrician? Do you want to work with the police? Like, do you want to work? You know what I'm saying? Like, you tell me what you want to do when you get older. I could give you better direction than ask you what you want to be when you grow up, and you say some shit like doctor when you don't really want to be a doctor. You're just saying it because it's a good thing to say. I want to be a lawyer. Okay, but do you really want to be a lawyer, or are you just saying that because it's the good thing to say? You know what I'm saying? So going back to what she said, it's kind of like the same thing. It's like, you know, well, what do you want out of life? Or what do you want out of life? And I feel like, you know, I feel like there's somebody for everybody. That's first and foremost. So I don't agree with her when she said everybody's not meant to be husbands, everybody's not meant to be wives. I feel like everybody's meant to be a husband, wife. I feel like everybody can be all those things if they want to. So every man can be a husband. Every man can be a father. I just don't see it any different. But it's only going to be to those women or to that woman that he wants to be a husband to. I think it's the same thing with women. Like, women get into that bad of, you know, I don't think, you know, all women should be married or meant to be married and stuff like that. I do. I think all women should. There's somebody out there for all. There's a man out there for all women. Now we know, you know, if you go by the numbers, yes, women outnumber men. So let's go to the polygamy conversation. But we'll say that for the time. But that's why I'm saying, like, okay, all these women are out here. All these men are out here. These men. I know men who have who became husbands, who I would think would be a husband. Like, what? Nigga, you got married? Like, you got what? Like, you? And they became husbands because that's what they wanted to be to that woman. And I think it's about finding that person. You know, they talk about how it's kind of hard to have a relationship when one person likes the other person more, right? Because, you know, the one person who likes the other person more is going to always be, you know, chasing that person around, trying to, you know, make that person happy and fulfill that person and pour into that person. Well, that person is really not reciprocating the same energy, is not pouring back into that person, things of that nature. But because you like this woman or this man so much, you're like, yo, I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that, you know, that they don't leave me. Whether that's, you know, accepting their bad behavior, cheating, whatever. There's a lot of people out there that, like, I'll do whatever it takes to make sure that, you know, my man or my woman doesn't leave me. So, you know, I just don't subscribe to the, you know, everybody's not here to be a husband, everybody's not here to be a wife. I mean, we can all say that, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's okay to say. I just don't agree with it. You know, I agree that I feel like every woman could be a mother. Every woman can be a wife if that's what she wants to be. You gotta want to be in order for it to happen. So if a woman wants to be a wife, then, you know, she'll be a wife. She'll do the thing that it takes. When she finds that man that she wants to be a wife to, that's really the most important part. Is like, you gotta be a guy that she wants to be a wife to. Same thing with the man. He has to want to be a husband to this woman. But I think we all have it in us. That's like when I hear women say things like, you know, I don't think I'd be a good mom. I don't know, you know, I would think that mentality probably comes from something that happened to her, you know, in the past. But I feel like all mothers, all women can be good mothers if you choose to be a mother. All mothers can be bad mothers if you choose to be a bad mother. So, you know, It's all about you as a person, as an individual. But I don't, like I said, I just don't subscribe to the whole, there's people out there who can be wives. There's men out there who can't be husbands. You can be a husband, you can be a wife, you be what you want to be when you want to be it. And especially when it comes to relationships, individuals, you can meet a woman and be like, I never get married. And then next thing you know, you meet another chick and she hits you with some shit. You like, God damn, I gotta marry this chick. So, it's some fucking arguments. God damn, I left you dry. But yeah. So moving on, I'm having me some comments. So yeah, I don't rock what she say. I think I seen on some other shit too that she said, and I don't really like what she say. But she's she's doing the thing, making her rounds, talking about being wise and stuff like that. So more power to it. So before I go here, I'm gonna go here. Like I seen this, and this is why you don't have a lot of wives. This is why you don't have a lot of husbands in the black community. They all like that for real, because we toxic. Bug boy.
This right here proves that it's over. So this man right here says his baby mama and his son were put out of the house by the baby mama's current boyfriend. So he decided to go steal the boyfriend's car, and he said the baby mama is now put up somewhere in the house while he's driving around in this stolen car with their son right there in the back. Oh, but that ain't nothing. Wait till you see this. While he's daring that man to come and get the car, and he better not call 12, aka the police. Look at what these women are saying. I'd be back with my baby daddy tonight. Am I toxic? Because I would marry my big daddy after this. And that's the night we conceived your brother. This is my type of crash out. I may need a therapist. My immediate thought was, now this is love. If my baby daddy not coming like this, I don't want him. This is so romantic to me. Baby daddy's so solid. She definitely gonna keep them books stacked. Oh, I done picked the wrong baby daddy. So we all toxic. Wish my baby daddy was halfway like this. Am I too old to be a young? This is so romantic and protected. While all these women are going crazy in the comments, I did not see one woman say anything about this little boy riding around in the back of the car and it's stolen and not even in person.
You didn't see that shit. You see what the comments said? They all root for that. Yeah, this is crazy. So, the baby mama gets put out. Baby mama and the kid gets put out by the nigga that she dealing with. Her baby daddy, her and her baby get put out by the dude that she's dealing with. He's not the baby daddy. The baby daddy, I guess, puts her, lets her cover his house or whatever. Steals the guy's car. And he has the baby in the back with no baby seat, and the car stolen. So, and then the comments are just ridiculous. But once again, I believe those are just toxic women. Probably a lot of women pass that whole shit up because they're just not toxic and they're not going to comment on toxic behavior. Honestly, because I come across some shit that I see and I'm like, I'm not even commenting this bullshit because this is stupid. So that's what I think. That's why it was so many toxic comments, because it was a toxic post. And I want to say most non-toxic women don't post on toxic ass shit because they like they don't even agree with that energy. Now, as for the young man and these women saying that that's their type of crash out and shit like that, he would go to jail for grand theft, stolen car. He would go to jail for child endangerment because he had the child in a stolen car. And I ain't no telling what else he might go to jail for, because once they got you, nigga, they can charge you whatever the fuck they want. They can charge you with aggravated kidnapping, all type of bullshit. And that's what these young niggas fail to realize, is that you think that he probably sitting there like, oh, I just stole a car, nigga. If I do get pulled over, I'm just gonna get pulled over for grand theft. Nah, nigga, you gonna get all type. You gonna have a list of shit that they gonna put on your motherfucking ass if you get caught with that fucking car. Where you thinking that, nigga, that I'm gonna go get probation? Nigga, they fucking around and give you 10 fucking years for doing some stupid shit like that. Because once again, you don't know the law. You think you do. We all think we do. Until you get caught up in some shit. And then when you get caught up in some shit, they smack your ass with a bunch of fucking charges just so they can knock some of the charges off and give you probably a way bigger sentence than you would have had you just got the charge that you thought you was going to get. Like the charge you think he's going to get, like I said, is grand theft. And no, nigga, you're not getting that. You're going to get grand theft. You're going to get child kidnapping. You're going to get child endangerment. You're going to get all the charges, my nigga. And you're going to be sitting there looking like a motherfucking fool. Your baby mama is back with the nigga that kicked her out, okay, because she had nowhere to fucking go, or because they made back up. Brothers, y'all, that was just a bad idea. You know what I'm saying? And I guess he was trying to be cool for a baby mama, in which, why you trying to show off for your baby mama, nigga? Y'all ain't even together. Like, if anything, you should put her up in the spot, and that be that. Why we still in cars with my kid? Why we doing that? What was, like I say, it's not even about the comments, man. It's about this ignorant ass nigga, him thinking that he knows the law. Like, none of us know the law unless we're a lawyer. But I'm telling you like this, nigga, they're gonna smack you with some shit. They're not just gonna give you what you think they're gonna give you. And I hope when you get caught, you know, with no drugs, or you get caught, you know, with some drink, or you drinking a little bit of something, because you're gonna get more charges, my nigga. So, you know, that's for the women. Like I said, I think the only toxic women really comment on toxic posts. So all the toxic comments, you know, there's probably some good ones that he didn't see, but you know, when it's a toxic ass post, and I expect it to be a bunch of toxic comments. So, but yeah, that's just crazy that, you know, the baby daddy gonna take the other nigga's car. Like, that's wild. Like, they gonna tell the nigga don't call 12. Nigga, I am definitely calling 12, and I'm telling him who you are, what you look like, give him some description of my car, all that shit. Nigga, like, are you serious? Nigga, I need my car back. I got a job. I got shit to do. But on top of that, though, a real dude wouldn't take her back after that. Like, there is no coming back after that. Oh, so I kick you out, and your baby daddy took my car? And you think you come back over? Oh no, they don't even call me no more. Once I get my car back and press charges on your baby daddy, don't even call me no more. There's nothing to talk about at all. So yeah, she fucked that all the way up. So hopefully she won't plan on going back, because she can't come back after that. Facts. She cannot come back after that. So wrap this up in a second. But I seen this post, and it was saying this is why fathers need to have leadership roles in the family structure, because of goofy shit like this. So this mother had a bunch of kids. Excuse my internet. I don't know what's going on with my internet.
And let's say the kids did not
Come on.
okay?
Let me close everything.
To the bus popping or the day champagne corn outside. They had a season that I represent. I think
Okay, great. So you know, we all know fathers are needed in our communities with these kids. I mean, you know, mother do other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what she wants to do for her kids. That's, you know, more popular. I just feel like there's just some things that, you know, it's like the kids growing up too fast, right? As well as they're growing up, and you know, where are their values? What type of morals and values are you trying to instill in these kids? You know, going to, you know, all right, we're gonna have these fake bottles of apple cider. We're gonna pour them like champagne. Like, you're already promoting alcoholism to your children. Like, you don't understand like the power of alcohol. Like, you fuck around these kids older, like, you know, they're alcoholics. Like, I know it's far, it sounds crazy, but I'm just saying, when you're raising your children this type of way, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen? Like, now I'm saying that I hope they don't do this every weekend and, you know, have it like, oh, we pour champagne, we the bottles and stuff like that. Because best believe, you know, these type of things are gonna stick with them, and when they get older, this is the type of stuff that they're gonna think is cool. Unless you teach them that it's not. And at this point in time, it looks like you're teaching that it is cool. So it's just on the background on you in some years, you know. Promoting, you know, kicking it in the nightlife to children, there's just so much other stuff that they could be doing. I know that, you know, she could probably be like, well, my kids, they get straight A's and this, that, this, shit. So what? They still doing something more productive than going to, you know, a brunch with fake bottles and bottle service and shit. Like, you could have just took them to lunch. Like, you could have just took them to a regular brunch. Y'all just ate food. Like, I taken my children to brunch numerous times, but we didn't have no bottles and shit like that. Like, you know, like I said, man, you know, you can only do what you know, and I think that, you know, sometimes we do try to go above and beyond with our kids, and we try to, you know, I don't know, be like, all right, well, you know, I never had a chance to do this, so I never did this before, let me do this for my kids. That may have been the mentality with the young lady, you know, but, you know, I definitely feel like, you know, I don't know, but if I was the father, and she told me about it, I'd be like, nah, don't do that shit. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are you doing? Fake champagne. What? Like, nah, babe. No, we don't need. Why we gonna do all that? What's wrong with Chuck E. Cheese? Shit. Or the VR game, they can shoot shit. Like, we not popping bottles and shit, and, you know, with the kids. Like, you just gotta say some shit for when you get older. Like, you can't do everything grown up do. I think kids nowadays they do everything grown up do. And it's like you're not a grown up. One thing I see a lot when it comes to these kids and these single mothers is they let their kids listen to their conversations. They let their kids be in grown folks' business. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a time when I came up, if my mother was talking to somebody, a grown up, nigga, go sit your ass down. Like, I wasn't able to get in conversation. Like, I would have to say, if my mom asked, excuse me, then, you know, ask my mother, I would ask her, but there's no me just standing there looking and just listening to him talk. Hell no. Nigga, it's grown folks' conversation. Go sit your ass down. Go in your room. You know what I mean? But nowadays, these single mothers, let their kids know everything. Let them kids listen to everything they say. And it's like, no, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, once again, you're giving your child, I'm not gonna say you're pushing your child, but it's kind of like You let them hear grown-up conversation, and then when they turn around and say some shit to you that came from the conversation, or comes out of something that, you know, you did expect them to say or something they wasn't supposed to hear, you know, you get attitude with them. But it's like, you can't be mad at them because when you was talking, instead of you telling them to somewhere, you let them sit there and listen to the whole fucking conversation. So now when they say some shit about conversation, you like, hey, I'm talking to them. What? You don't know nothing about that. Well, you let the motherfucker sit there and listen to it, so shit, he think he knows something about that. So, you know, I just said, you know, it's not just, it's parenting. I mean, fathers definitely are very, you know, very important in a child's life, but being a parent is, you know, also the important role in a child's life. Like, you know, she being their friend. That's what this looks like. This is some friendship shit. Like, I'm trying to be cool with kids. Nah, the kids. Then we about to be cool. I'm your mama. I'm your daddy. Like, I'm not here to be your friend. We're not gonna do best friend shit. I'm gonna do some nice things for you because I love you. But nah, nigga, we ain't about to kick it at brunch and have brunch and pop. Man, this shit. It's just wild though. But like I said, you know, I can't just say, you know, if the father there when it happened because shit, nigga, his father's probably out there doing dumb shit like this. So can't just say if there's a father there. But parenting is the bottom line, and being a good parent and helping your children stay in a child's place is also something that we need to, you know, practice and focus on because you guys aren't doing it these days. These kids be talking back to all the saying the same shit y'all said to them. You, what the fuck? Yeah, that's what you let them listen to a conversation. Like, no, stay out grown folks' conversation. Period. Anyway, one last one we got. I got because I'm a Virgo. She said, hit the shit on the head. And I mean, I think it should go for everybody, honestly.
Of people anymore. I meet them exactly what they need. I speak to you as much as you speak to me. I consider you as much as you consider me. And I include you as much as you include me. I am done being extra for people. Respectfully, I don't go above and beyond for people anymore. I meet them exactly what they need. I speak to you as much as you speak to me. I consider you as much as you consider me. And I include you as much as you include me. I am done being extra for people.
So that should be the note of the week. Like, I'm done being extra for people. But I've been this way for a while. Because I'm a Virgo. So everything she just said is me to a T. Like, if you don't talk to me, I'm not talking to you. If you don't include me, I'm not including you. Like, there is no above and beyond for me anymore. I used to do that shit back in the day. I used to, you know, go above and beyond for people. But I realized that people don't go above and beyond for me. Like, nobody. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, why am I trying to be this super best friend, trying to be this great friend to people when they're not trying to be a great friend to me? You know what I'm saying? They're just going to be the friend that they want to be. Like, I'm just going to, you know, I'm the type of friend that, you know, if you ask me to do something for you, I'm going to do it for you, and I need that. But you're the type of friend where I'll ask you to do something for me, and you'll be like, no, I'm cool. So it's like, well, then what? I can't say you're not my friend, but at the same time, I'm going to see how I have to move with you as a friend. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, all right, you ain't going to go above for me, then I'm going to go above you. You know what I'm saying? You give people the same energy that they give you. As much as, you know, black people and as good of a heart as I got, I'm not fucking gonna see how good my heart is unless they show me something to make me want to show them how good my heart is. That's just like one more time we're talking about why men don't share some of the things that they go through with their women. And one of the reasons why I say a lot of men don't share stuff, because, you know, they're like, well, no, I'm good woman, I want you to do this, I want to open up. That shit sounds good until the nigga do it. And you have to give them, honestly, I ain't gonna say something, I'm gonna take that back. That's a great idea, but unless you give a man you have to make a man feel comfortable enough and confident enough in you as a woman to come to you and say certain things. And I feel like a lot of times men are not confident in the women that they're with based off some of the things that they've done or based on some of the things that they said. If you want a man to share his day with you, and, you know, or you want him to share something, like you feel like something's bothering him, and you want him to open up to you, you're gonna have to make him feel a certain way. You're gonna have to make him feel confident, as well secure in him being vulnerable with you. If a man doesn't feel the confidence and security and that confidence and security is going to come from the things that a woman says, the way a woman acts. If you have that confidence and security, then he's not going to tell you what's really going on. He's just going to tell you what you want to hear to make sure that, you know, you stay over there and, you know, you're good and you're not feeling no type of way. But he's not going to be vulnerable with you because you did not make him feel confident enough to be vulnerable with you. So he may feel like if he's vulnerable with you, then one thing it'll make you look at him in a different light. It'll make him look, you know, less than. It'll make him look like, you know, he's a sucker or something. You have to give that man that confidence and security in order for him to be vulnerable. But like I said, a lot of times we don't get that, and women wonder why why he won't tell me this or why he don't talk to me and this. It's just like, because we already tell from the way that you talk, the things that you say, how you act, that, you know, we were vulnerable with you, it might just cause more problems and issues. So we choose not to be. But because that's off time. Once again, like I said, Virgo, I'm a Virgo, and that's definitely Virgo energy, man. I'm not, you know, people don't go above and beyond for you. I'm not going above and beyond people. It just doesn't pay off. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually, it doesn't. I've tried it. You know what I'm saying? I've done things where I'm the first one to do it and be like, hey, you know, hey, I did this for you. Can you do this for me? And it's like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, damn. Like, well, I thought we was going to, you know, match energy. Yeah, well, nah. I appreciate you. Appreciate what you give me, but I'm not doing nothing for you. It's like, oh, okay. That's fucked up. Like, all right, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. So, once again, appreciate you guys stopping by today. Sauce on everything. What it is, man. So we cash cow. We appreciate love. You guys click the link in the bio. Like, subscribe, what to do. See you guys. I'm dropping them maybe Wednesday, Friday. So I haven't had it in my mind the days I was going to do. Definitely going to do Mondays. But for I don't know what day I'm doing. Might do Wednesday. I think I might do Mondays and maybe Wednesdays or Thursdays. Might be the second day. So just stay tuned. I'll keep you guys posted on my weekdays. Again, I got this chat up here. I have to get this chat going. I got a little chat thing over here. It ain't over here, so I have to fix that. Other than that,